Hello everyone, my name is Maria and welcome to our story-focused playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. Last episode was extremely difficult. We had to make an impossible choice between Alistair and Hawke, and as a result Hawke was left in the Fade and Alistair is trusted with rebuilding the Grey Wardens. And now I want to talk to Varric about it.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawke was on a Merchant Guild hit list? Hawke's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night.
If it helps, tell the story.
Keep going. I'd like to hear the rest of the story.
The guild traced the shipments to Hawke's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So they went after Hawke instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawke's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They're about to kick down the door when Hawke just opened it and invites them all inside. Leandra, Hawke's mother, made them tea, and for the next 2 hours tried to get them to make small talk. They wandered out of the house in a daze. No idea what just happened. Never came back. Hawke just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one. Thanks. I guess I've got some letters to write. I should be the one to tell Fenris.
No.
Excuse me.
No, don't talk about Fenris and Bethany. Can we talk more?
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Yes, of course. And now we have someone to judge, as I can see, so let's go and do that. By the way, do you see these incredible statues? I'm so happy with this decision. It looks stunning and it's about us being a canary, so very inspiring.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
A grim and serious matter, of course.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
A mage's punishment, Tranquil. He dies by my sword. Give him to the wardens. Jail him and lose the key. He wants to die. He wants to reunite with Corypheus somehow, so that's not what we will do. Give him to the wardens. I have a feeling that they will just kill him, honestly, so again, this is death. Jail him and lose the key. He can escape because we know that he is powerful. Tranquility is very cruel for a mage, especially we are playing as a mage as well, but because of this bastard, Hawke is dead. So, we are doing it.
You are the worst of us. The damage you have done is beyond all reckoning. A mage's crime, a mage's punishment. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, I deny you death. Tranquility.
You cannot! I am a lord, you pissants! I will not lose myself!
Also, he might have some information about Corypheus, and when he will be tranquil, he will share it. Oh, we have something else.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Saruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Not a request made lightly. I'm confused, you want to die. Yeah, I want to hear what she says.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
This is really interesting because she recognizes what she's done. Public humiliation, go to the deep roads. Yeah, I think she needs to go to the deep roads because there she can fight the Blight, but she will still be kind of banished. Yeah, I think this is the best.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Saruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Maybe she was right about, it being public. Maybe we can tell people about it. I don't know, honestly. I just didn't understand if this public humiliation option included her dying or not. So let's go, and now maybe we should talk to Josephine because we needed to go somewhere for her quest.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's our next move?
What's the next favor we need to get these Paraquettes a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers.
Oh, yeah.
She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a
Josephine,
small
I
fete
remember
run by the Marquis Whistle.
you told us about
I'll
it.
get
I
you an
think we should have it on our war table map. Wonderful. And we have a lot of operations ready because I was just going around closing rifts, and now we have 21 power, which is not much, but still. The Tevinter resistance. It seems Dorian was correct. Not only do Tevinter Templars not possess the ability to disrupt magic, Tevinter Magisters are flummoxed when they encounter such abilities. That is good, but I don't understand what is Tevinter Templars, like why Tevinter even has Templars. All that glitters. This was just a small mission, nothing too interesting.
I have
really.
something for you, Commander. The soldiers the Herald rescued from the Fallermire arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We need good news.
Wonderful, we saved someone, not sure who exactly. A small shipment of books arrived earlier in the week along with periodical from Valrayo. We just wanted to boost morale for some of our people, that is very nice. Dwarven slaves in Venatory hands. Gold, wonderful. A report has arrived from the side of the suspected Venatory enclave. It is nonsensical given accepted historical record. On return to Inquisition camp, message found next to a newly opened sinkhole. We always come for our own. What about you, Inquisition? Got it. And Josephine's? I think this is one, right? At the time and place of the Marquis party, you must find a way to speak with Minister Belize privately about ratifying the Paraquettes' return to nobility. It is the last step we need. She holds the success of this entire endeavor in her hands. That reminds me of something very, very important. As I understand now, we can go to Valrayo and do it, which is amazing, and we will certainly get to it. The missing blades of the Valocas. Oh, it's our people again. I know you're busy telling the hairy eyes what to do. Humans need a lot of direction, that's fine. We have a problem. Karis took a squad out on a simple caravan escort and hasn't reported back. I sent Ashad and Ashad too to look for him, and they never reported back. I hope you can find them. We are running out of Ashars, and we only had the one Karis, even if he's annoying. His squad's alright though. I'd really like them back. Okay, this shock rocker is kind of funny sometimes. We can send our forces. Yeah, let's do that.
Inquisitor.
Wonderful. And do we have anything else? Wonderful. We are going to Val Rayo. Not here, not yet. Just this one. And this time we really need to get one of our companions. No, no, why are you doing it to me? This is so horrible. Varric, we need to pay close attention to him. So yes, I think that we will take Varric with us everywhere because he should be feeling quite awful about everything, and I think it will be good for him to just travel with us all the time.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Thank you. You are cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine. Yours, Vivienne de Fer, first enchanter of Montissimard, enchanter of the Imperial Court. Good. Let's go and do that. Should we start with this or with Josephine? Wait, is it here? Of somewhat fallen fortune. But it shouldn't be here. She's supposed to be in a different place. But let's go see. Maybe there is a door and we can just go through.
We have tracked her, and now the groom has run off as well. Something about cousins in the western approach.
It is a time of war.
All the more reason to improve court standing. Freeholders should know this.
As you say.
Okay, everyone here is very concerned.
So the mages are back in line, and the Templars are mad as rabbits?
I cannot believe it.
Who are you?
Adamant and ruins. Blood of their own everywhere.
Those are not how wars should be.
What
At least
an
one has to be true to what they are.
You
Blackwood must have had a long journey.
I have no report
to
of
the
him
city.
suffering any of this.
Might there be any
Well, there
news
you
from
go.
this house?
Of course he wouldn't.
Why there are so many voices? Your lover is safe.
Here's a letter from Ellery. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellery. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the Du Paraquettes as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor. You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellery's words. Make her keep you.
This is great. And now we can go to the party. Yeah, let's start with that and then meet our new companion.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these Du Paraquettes to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddled?
The Du Paraquettes were noble to win a favor from me. Yeah, I think this is the answer.
Surely, even a minister could do worse than have the Inquisition in her debt.
I am a well-positioned woman. I require something more concrete than vague promises of future gifts. And do not attempt to charm me. I am far too old to tolerate it. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
The Inquisition army, an unforgettable night. Okay, this is funny. Valuable information. I don't know. I don't want to promise her an army. Maybe connections? Valuable information. What is more important to a woman like this? I really want to say unforgettable night, but no, we're doing it for Josephine after all.
Diplomatic connections that reach far beyond the boundaries of Valrio, perhaps.
I might make use of your ambassador. The Montiliers aren't what they were, but at least they're from proper stock. Arrange for me to be introduced to the court of Antiva. I hear winter is most pleasant by their sea. Very well, Inquisitor. Should you fulfill this bargain, I shall raise the Paraquettes into lordship.
Got it. So she wants an invitation to Winter Palace. But can we really arrange that? Let me talk to Josephine about it. Who are you? Really? It looks like we should know this guy, but it's a mystery. So now we will talk to Josephine, and we also have someone else, Varric, with someone.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
Sure, you're a friend of Varric?
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
She's sassy. It's a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Ancestors, you're tall. If this Inquisitor gig doesn't work out, you could make a killing getting things off high shelves.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
That sounds promising, really. Is that their only way in?
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
I see. Wasn't the Tig in Kirkwall?
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
Who leaked the location?
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
And Bianca knows where it is.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
We have other priorities. We should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Amazing. Of course we will do it. I think that it will help Varric a lot. And now let's go talk to Josephine. I'm really happy that we are spending a lot of time with our companions today. Hey, I tried to help you.
I must return to Valrayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
Oh, we can do it now? Wait, where is it? Valrayo. Is she going to be there? Yeah, here she is. Amazing. Let's go.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
This is incredible. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them. that you were endangered by my part in the game. Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer?
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
She was a bard? As if she could become any more attractive. How did you come to it?
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
I can't imagine you doing it. I can. Sounds risky.
I don't imagine many firstborn heirs join those ranks.
No. I was a rather foolish exception. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
Oh, it was self-defense.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
No one merciful. Steal from a bard. No, you're too No, no one merciful.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... Forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
You don't need to.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Aww. She's so amazing. Incredible woman. So beautiful and funny and smart. Oh my god, I'm in love. Okay, let's go. But this freaking staff. Power +3. I did not expect it. We are taking off that staff. Yes, wonderful. No, I don't want to have anything to ruin the moment, because now I'm going to her and hopefully we will have the talk. I completely forgot that we don't have our armor here, so it should be fine. Who are you? I need to talk to Josephine.
Likes them. Truly?
Very much, Lady Ambassador.
It's just butter and sugar. Ferelden taste is so... simple. Leliana wished to speak with you, Inquisitor. It seemed rather urgent. A pleasure.
I had more personal questions. Tell me about Antiva. Where did you grow up?
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Valroyo. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
How sad you must have been.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did. And she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What was the school like?
What did you learn at this finishing school in Valroyo?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
What did you think of Orlais?
How did the younger you like Valroyo when you arrived?
Have you you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real?
Yeah.
That was Val Royeaux to me. So beautifully foreign. I gaped at its spires for months.
Are there none in Antiva?
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Val Royeaux?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Saharan, the Anderfels, whatever lies past the Amaranthine Ocean.
Anything else? What's your past with Leliana?
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Leliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Olay. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
What prompted the reunion?
How exactly did you and Leliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Leliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
That sounds like her.
I assume there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Leliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Are you still friends?
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Val Royeaux. Leliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest wits. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
You talk often then?
Does Leliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
I can talk to Josephine all day, but...
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
We will continue later. So let's go to Leliana, because she told us that we should. And then we will get to... What was her name? Vivienne, I think? Today. Not Vivienne. Something starting with V, so our new potential companion, and Leliana should be there. Hello, I wanted to talk to you.
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
I had to save myself. I tried to save her. She saved me.
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, but no.
I'm sorry, Leliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
No, you didn't. Alright, and can we talk more? Because I thought we'll be talking about Josephine as well.
Inquisitor, may I have a word?
Of course.
I notice you've paid Lady Montelier quite a number of compliments.
I do like her.
Yes. I enjoy her company very much.
An entanglement with our ambassador seems most unwise. I asked Josephine to join the Inquisition because we needed a diplomat, not so she could be toyed with.
I'm not toying with her.
I enjoy being with Josephine. I'm not trying to break her heart.
then I would be more cautious. Josephine's no stranger to courtly intrigue. But love? There she's an innocent. She has no idea you are truly attracted to her. If indeed you are.
Of course I am.
Yes, I'm very attracted to Josephine.
Is that so? Whatever is between you, I ask that you treat her with kindness. For her sake, as well as yours.
I'm glad you care for Josephine.
Whatever happens, I'm glad to see Josephine has a concerned friend here.
I have so few true friends these days. Those that are left I deeply cherish. I will not trouble you any further, but I do watch over my friends. Good day, your worship.
I'm so excited. And what were you doing in our scene? Your mouth and ears, they were everywhere. And let's go to Josephine. Sorry, Persephone. I didn't want to hurt you, but we need to run to our Josie. I love her. She's so great. Hey!
Well, Leliana just gave me quite the speech.
What about?
About us.
Oh, she is impossible. Might we discuss this somewhere more private?
Of course. Of course we can. Oh my god.
Leliana said I was an innocent in love?
More or less.
Of all the... I'm quite capable of understanding our association. I've never thought your intentions were overly romantic, Inquisitor. I assure you.
Why? I should have flirted harder. Kindle the start of romance with Josephine? No. Kindle the... Yeah. I should have flirted harder.
Perhaps I should have composed a ballad then. Or sent roses.
What? You mean you do? We've only just... I didn't wish to presume you harbored any tender feelings for me.
But I do care for you. I'd like if you did.
I have no objections. Presume away.
But we haven't even known each other a few short months. How can you declare this liking for me after such a brief time together?
You're perfect. You've made it easy, because sometimes it happens. You've made it easy.
You've intelligence, elegance, and I always delight in your company. It seems most natural to want to be close to you.
I would not object to a closer relationship between us, my lady. If that sounds agreeable to you.
Sounds amazing.
Nothing would make me happier.
Well, then.
Josephine. Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart. My heart. This is incredible. I'm so happy. What is this? What is this quest? War room. Wonderful. Where is she? I want to talk to her again. Josie, my love. Here I am.
How are you, my lady?
My lady. Happy to see you, thinking how lovely you are.
I'm courting the most beautiful woman in the entire castle. That helps a great deal.
Oh my, you flatter me much too much.
No. Let's talk about us. Does anyone gossip about us?
Has our being together set any tongues wagging?
Undoubtedly. Rumor already gave you a dozen suitors the moment you took your title.
What kind of suitors? I don't care. Let's spend some time alone.
I wanted to spend some time with just you and me, Josephine.
Why, that sounds lovely.
Really? Hey. My god. Sorry, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So we're kissing and being
Fertile
together.
ground even here. This hold has everything.
What is this place? We've never been here. How did I miss it? It's absolutely beautiful. Some apples. This is stunning. Mother Giselle, I don't want to talk to you. You don't like Dorian. Dorian is our best friend, and Josephine is our girlfriend. What else can we want? Really, what is this place? How did I miss it? I really thought that I've already seen everything in our castle. This is so pretty. Bride of the Maker. Though I'm flesh, your light is ever present, and those I have called they remember, and they shall endure. This is lovely. I'm happy that we have a place like this. It looks incredible. And now let's go and meet Vivienne, if that's her name.
Inquisitor Adar.
Why don't we have a mask?
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You can ask me. You know of me, Madame de Fer.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
What have you heard about me?
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Tell that to the mages. We're restoring peace. I want justice for the divine. What's your point?
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Let him go, kill him. No, we're not killing him. I don't care.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
She's interesting.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
What about the Marquis?
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. either to make a good end or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
A pleasure to meet you.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. But the faithful flock to your banner, pinning their hopes on you to deliver them from chaos. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is this business or play? No, now we have someone. We are with Josephine, so I am not flirting with anyone else. Welcome aboard. Yeah, of course.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
And now I want to open a new area to explore because I want to see more of this world. We have Exalted Plains, we have another one that looks like a desert, but I really want to make sure that we are not missing any interesting content. Hello, Josephine. So let's go.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things? No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Corypheus is exploring elven ruins. We know why, right? Because when we were in the Fade, we found some document that mentioned that he used elven magic for his ritual or something like that. I'm not sure. And we have two areas to explore, Frostback Basin and Emerald Graves. I want to open both of them and I will just run around, close some rifts, maybe get some interesting content. So let's open it. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade, the information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel band calling themselves the Freemen of the Dales. Alright, let's do it. New area unlocked, that's exactly what we wanted. And about this Freemen of the Dales, they're as violent as we've been led to believe. And the Fairbanks will talk only with Herald of Andraste. So why not? Let's see what it's about, but not now, because I want to open another area as well, and then we'll visit both of them. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take the discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I'm positive that scouting the Frostback will yield historic discoveries, beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. Sounds incredible, so let's do that as well.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Sounds exciting. Who was that?
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Navaran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
This is a good cause.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I just wanted to chat. Did I?
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
I don't know. Where did you learn to fight? How's your family?
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montilier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers, it's just... I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
Yeah, that's quite understandable. And I think we will talk to her later.
We'll continue this another time.
Be careful out there.
Especially considering that she is in Veilguard. So it's a good idea to get to know her. And our quest mark went away. Where are you? Hey, this one, right? Yeah, I think so. Stop, please. Don't go.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding is a good scout. Oh, wrong button.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Wonderful. What did you find?
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I'll investigate.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Amazing, thank you. That was a strange shot. And of course we will explore this area, but you see we have quite a lot of things we need to just see. In every of these things we have a couple of quests, and of course I'm showing you the most interesting ones. And now we're going back to not Skyhold, but what is another new area? Emerald Graves. Let's explore.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
I'll be going then.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition, and everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
Amazing, and this area looks so pretty. Do you see the statues and everything? Amazing. I'm really happy we get to explore it. And as I mentioned, in between our episodes, I'm just basically running around closing rifts. And of course, I'm not doing any quests, especially not the important ones, you know. So gathering materials and everything else, and then I'm showing you the most interesting parts, of course. So this is gorgeous. I'm so happy we opened this area. And I think these are the bandits here to help Fairbanks. He's a dead man. Maybe he betrayed them or something like this. Oh, and I really need to level up Vivienne because we didn't do anything with her. Let's see what she has. I know I can't level up Vivienne just yet, but she has Knight Enchanter. Whether it's high fashion or the battlefield, Vivienne prefers to be at the forefront and in control of everything around her. She will personally see orders restored by the blade if necessary. And Spirit Blade. You create a blade of solid magic to make melee attacks. Whoa, okay, that's Fascinating. Really, I don't know if I want this specialty, but it sounds quite fun.
Varric, darling, what's the name of your tailor?
Why? I don't think he makes anything in your size.
I want to send a sternly worded letter.
Alright, that was short and sweet. I like that they're bonding a little bit.
I cannot understand, Varric, how someone born into wealth and power would choose to live like a peasant.
Let's be fair. I live like a rich peasant.
You ignore your peers and spend your time among laborers and criminals in taverns.
I wish. These days, it's all outposts and marching.
You know perfectly well what I mean, darling.
Look, all those things you like about nobility, power, wealth, notoriety, those are the things I hate about it.
You have very peculiar tastes.
Just wait until you meet my friends.
Amazing. Wait, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, we finally are getting some banter. So I think the mode for banter is working. And now we will hear more of it, which is quite exciting. I'm glad that Vivienne and Varric talked, about being noble. Obviously, Vivienne doesn't really understand Varric's point of view, but it's still quite interesting and fun. And where am I going? What is it? Just some loot? I thought we will find some interesting journal entry or something like that. Don't fall, don't fall. Don't fall, please, Persephone. Okay, let's go.
I read some of your book. Hard in Hightown, was it? Riveting stuff.
And you only read some?
Well, I found it in a latrine in a village near Cherno. It was missing some pages.
So I think with that we will explore new areas and talk to other companions. Probably do Varric's quest next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and I wish you the most wonderful day. Bye!